I grew up in a home that had alcoholism. I just remember feeling neglected. There would be times I would come home from school and there would not be food to eat. There was nobody there. I was really taught, that pretty much if you could get away with it, get away with it. So I got into drinking and drugs. I was working full time, but I didn't have the money for an apartment. So I had my car, and so I pretty much just left all my belongings in the car. I would put all my clothes over top of me, lean the seat all the way back, and just hoped and prayed nobody would realize that there was a human being in the car. There was a specific couple that really helped me. They would let me come in and take showers there. They would let me spend the night. So they were just very helpful in helping me stabilize and helping me save the money and understand that there was so much more of life with Christ. There was a lot of changes that had to be made, and they were willing to work with me as long as it took, really. And it took about a year to get out of the living in my car situation, to save up the money, how to pay my bills. I mean, it sounds so basic, but I just didn't have some of the basics. And they were willing to give it to me and share it with me. And I really believe, but for the grace of God, but through them, I'm not sure that I would be where God has brought me to today. I'm married, I have 2 children, and I'm not sure any of my high school friends would have ever thought that I would ended up so well. And one of the things I promised God was that I would never forget where I came from. I was determined not to, first of all, relive it with my own family, to break the cycle, but also to give back to people who were perhaps experiencing the same thing and let them know that they weren't alone. My husband and we found a wonderful church, really loved it, and they had this program, and it was helping children. We work with a school in the area that let us know of this need. We provide around 1,000 bags of food a month for children who wouldn't have or would very likely not have any food during the weekends. And we do this so that when they come back to school, they're ready to learn.
It's great to have the church come to our school to prepare the bags. We have a big assembly line. They're so supportive, and then to have the food for their students every Friday is amazing.
All of the kids were so excited, and they were like, I'm going to eat this weekend. I know I'll have something. And that's when you know that you're making a difference. That's when you know that, maybe the time, the energy, the effort is really nothing compared to the benefit of these kids just feeling joy from basic necessities.